Are you looking for an exciting and fun Roblox adventure? Are you looking for some funny story writing? Well, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of Doodle World. Our story begins with us heading to the Doodle laboratory to get our first doodle. Doodles are basically these doodles of creatures, which is why they're called doodles. We end up meeting the Doodle Code professor, who asked us if we're here to enter the key hunt. He says everyone who enters the key hunt gets a free doodle, which I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. He tells me that accepting the doodle is basically signing the waiver, and me being a responsible person, I agree without really caring what the waiver said. We head to the printer where you can pick from 4 doodles. I end up picking Scrappy because I like his goofy little face. Then the professor makes us battle him, which was very easy since all he used was Harden. Then all of a sudden this blonde kid comes running into the lab, screaming about wanting a rare doodle. The old man with him reveals his name to be Quincy, which is the most basic rich person name I have ever heard, but I digress. Quincy does this very goofy ass run to me and the professor, and then immediately calls me a poor loser, which I'm like, dude, what the hell did I do to you? We just met. He tells me his dad owns 30% of this island, which I could not care less about. Quincy wants his rare doodle, but the machine has a 20-minute cooldown, and Quincy, being the stereotypical rich kid he is, does not care and tries to use the machine anyways. When he finds out he can't use the machine, he immediately makes me battle him, as if it's my fault he didn't get here sooner. He said if he wins, he takes my Scrappy, which I can't even do, since I can't trade this doodle, since it's how I got into the key hunt anyways. Not the sharpest tool in this shed. I win, obviously. Then he just runs away. The old man apologizes and tells me the location of the first key, which I'm like, wow, you didn't have to do that, but okay. Skipping ahead, I make my way to Route 2, but then get bumped by this masked girl named Inari. She tells me to keep quiet about her bumping into me because it would ruin her training or something. Then she challenges me to a battle. She said if she won, I can't say anything about her bumping into me. I wasn't gonna say anything to begin with, but she still battles me. I win, and the poor girl gives me her equipment case and her sword to make me keep quiet. I head off to Route 3 that leads me to Graphite Lodge. However, the entrance to Graphite Lodge is blocked by a fallen cable. The person who's there to fix it does not care about it, and says he could probably get away without doing it. Then, all of a sudden, this masked man appears out of nowhere. He does this very zesty walk to me and the worker. He talks to the worker and asks if he likes the game Roblox. I casually ignore the third wall break. The worker says yes, and then he says he's stuck on Hero Havoc, which is actually the other game the Doodle World devs made. The masked man is revealed to be a Roblox professional, and says he can help the dude with the level he's stuck on. The worker agrees and heads to his house. The masked man asks me for my name and then tells me his name is Riff Raff, and then extends an invitation to me. I was just about to go when TJ finds me. I guess I end up lying to TJ and told him Riff Raff kidnapped the worker, which is not what happened. Hey, editing fresh here, I ended up losing the footage and audio of us meeting TJ. Basically, TJ is our friend, and he is with us for our entire journey. We meet him at the exit to Route 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. Anyways, hope that helped. Okay, bye. We go to the tunnel in Lakewood. TJ does this silly little dance in front of the tunnel before we go in. We enter and we see some guards blocking the sewers. I win my battle before TJ and make my way to Riff Raff's house. Riff Raff very excitingly welcomes me and gives me a tour of his home. He even gives me a free training helper, which gives me EXP share for my team. 2 hours pass and I'm having a blast with my new friends, when all of a sudden, TJ makes his way into Riff Raff's home to save us. First of all, why did it take you 2 hours to beat the other guard? And second of all, we did not need saving. I end up having to fight Riff Raff. I end up winning, but can we take a moment to appreciate his soundtrack? Quick time skip, I end up meeting Portia, the president of the Quincy fan club, who's mad at me for not giving Quincy my doodle and then battles me. I win and then she's just like, okay, well bye, and teleports away. I make my way into Graphite Lodge and find Cassidy, the mayor's daughter. We learn that some dude named Craig is trying to capture Malzari, which is a doodle that protected their town for hundreds of years. The mayor wants my help in defeating him, which I agree to. We found Craig in the cave in the crossroads and then we beat him in a battle. And then all of a sudden he's turned into an opal orb by Malzari. Malzari explains that all they did was trap him in the orb and then drop some lore about the Doodle War that happened 500 years ago. I won't spoil anything about the war because I personally think it's something very interesting. Anyways, after that we make our way to Graphite Forest, then we find the Graphite Maze. We make our way through the maze and enter the portal. We end up at the Graphite Temple where we meet Quincy trying to get the key from Nimbus, who is the key holder. Nimbus tells us whoever wins in a battle gets to fight him for the key. I once again absolutely destroy Quincy. Then I make my way up to the temple to fight Nimbus for the key, and honestly, this was a very easy fight. Like, compared to Craig, who I lost to like 3 times, Nimbus was way easier. I win and get the key, then all of a sudden the ground starts shaking. We ran to the bottom of the temple and then BAM! The temple blows up. At the top is this random dude who takes his sweet time to walk down the stairs. He wants the key, Nimbus says he misplaced it, and the dude is not buying it, obviously. The dude pulls out Kronos, which is the Elder's doodle. Nimbus tells us to make a run for the plane while he holds him off. The dude then blows up the plane. Then all of a sudden Portia remembers she can teleport us. Yeah, geez, really convenient that you have that ability, huh? Portia says we'll all end up somewhere different since there's so many of us being teleported at once. We teleport and I end up back at the portal, and this is where our story ends. Honestly, there's just so much to Doodle World. I'm not joking when I say this video barely scratches the surface of Doodle World's lore and its main story. One thing that I really like about Doodle World is the writing. The characters feel so alive and it's genuinely fun reading all the lore. Not only that, there is so much more to do after the main story. If Doodle World seems like a game you would enjoy playing, I'll have the link down below in the description. I'll also leave their Discord and Twitter account down there. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I have been Fresh Milk and have a lovely day, everyone.